Hi,
We did it! We're here! We're alive!
here we are.
Here we are. Hello, everyone. It is so good to see you here in the ether, in nowhere in particular. We are Charming Disaster. This is the quarantine live stream, week number 15.
15. Can you
Fif-
believe it?
15 out of like infinity, I
Adam,
assume.
it's a very special show tonight.
Why is that?
It's Juneteenth. It's our Juneteenth show.
It is Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth,
Happy
everybody.
Juneteenth, everybody.
When we celebrate the emancipation of African Americans from the oppression of slavery. It's a big deal.
A big deal.
Hello, everybody tuning in from all these places: Minnesota and Chicago and Amherst, Ohio, and Pittsburgh and Cleveland again, and Milwaukee and Virginia and Boston and on and on. We love seeing you here. It's true, we are in separate bunkers again.
Yes.
Those of you who joined us last week may remember that we have combined our household pods because we have about the same level of risk, and we made a carefully considered decision to
And a
start
blood pact.
blood pact.
That's what that decision was.
But I was feeling a little under the weather today, and although it's probably too late for Jeff, we thought it was more prudent not to get together today. So we're kicking it old school here at Charming Disaster HQ. That's
Yes.
right.
It's a little, yeah, we're thinking on our feet today. This is very exciting.
Yeah, it's really exciting because we had planned out a whole show where we were going to be in the same place,
Yeah.
and then like an hour before the show, I was like, you know what, we should do something else.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be a little seat of the pants, little skin of our teeth, which is kind of how we like it, I guess.
Yeah. Skin of our seat. Yeah.
Skin of our seat of teeth of our pants. Those of you joining us for the first time, you are probably not aware that this is a donation-based show, which means that if you have the means, we sure appreciate your donations to our ongoing music making. If you do not have the means, then this is our gift to you. It means so much to us that this weekly live stream gives us a way to connect with you in a continuous way through this time when we can't play live shows for people. Like, it matters so much. It's keeping us sane and grounded, and
Truly.
it's been a bomb, as they say,
Bomb.
as we say. It's the bomb. It's the bomb.
Tiger bomb.
Tiger bomb. All right. Well, I think well, it looks better from here than it did from next to you.
Well, it grew.
That's true. And you trimmed it, I believe. All right, but there's time for that, and this is not yet that time. This is the time when we kick off the show by drawing a tarot card, which will give us just a sort of framework, a focus point. And today's card that we have drawn is the Death card. Now, you know what I like to think as the motto of the Death card? It's not as bad as you think.
Yeah.
That's not as bad as you think. The Death card. Everybody thinks the Death card is like the end of the world, but that's the Tower card.
It's
That's right.
It's just change. It's just a change.
It's a change. It's gonna be fine.
Gonna be fine.
Transformation.
Yeah, that's the subtitle. Death card. It's gonna be fine.
It's not as bad as you think. Yes. So, let's talk about one of my favorite animals. The vampire squid. There's so many things to like about the vampire squid. What do you like about the vampire squid, Jeff?
I like that it lives 800 feet below the ocean. It's a very deep water animal. It's part squid, part octopus. It's kind of like a combination of the two.
Kind of, yeah. It's like when that family tree started branching, the vampire squid went out on a branch all of its own, and there it remains. This sort of strange sport. There's a word for it. What is it? Something relic.
Yeah, relid.
Relic. Yeah. It's like a throwback to another time. Okay, but here's some of the other things that are like really cool about the vampire squid. So first of all, its tentacles are like kind of connected by this mantle, this sort of like skin, almost like an umbrella on the spines of the umbrella. And the inside is red and the outside is black, like a Dracula's cape, like our Dracula's capes are
That's
matching.
right.
Remember when we wore those matching Dracula capes?
I do.
Oh, it would also be good vampire squid.
Vampire squid capes.
So that's one of the cool things. But okay, so when the vampire squid is threatened, you know what it does? Tell them what it does. It does a thing called,
It does a thing. It's called the pumpkin,
or sometimes called,
the pineapple, depending on which ocean you're in. But it turns itself inside out. It takes its mantle and legs. It's like lifting up a skirt almost. And underneath, there are all these spiky looking things that
are they dangerous?
they're not very dangerous at all. But they're impressive looking and it scares off predators. But if a predator continues to mess with this vampire squid,
It does something even cooler.
tell the good people.
It emits a bioluminescent mucus, which glows under the sea for, what was it, like 10 hours or something?
10 minutes, but yeah, it's a
Whatever.
long time if you're
What
under.
is time, really, under the sea? Okay, but it glows for a really long time. Bioluminescent mucus. Can you just imagine what that would be like if you were like on your own in the dark, you know, with a cold in bed or something?
Yeah.
You
And-
could eat by it.
And can the squid secrete this mucus all the time?
No, it can't because it's metabolically expensive. So it has to like, you know, pick its moments. It can't just like go emitting bioluminescent mucus willy-nilly. No, it has to choose its moments. And that is what we would like you to think about. The vampire squid, its impressive array of unusual stratagems for dealing with danger,
Yes, facing death.
facing death. So, with that, I think we're ready to begin with a little music. Jeff, would you like to take it away?
Yes, I would.
Wonderful.
Is this the song that I'm playing by myself?
Yeah, oh, wait, we were going to play Sign together at the beginning. I forgot. I remember we made a run of show and then like,
Packed.
it's like, yeah, we made a blood pact. I know, we talked about the blood pact.
Not like a mucus pact. A luminescent mucus pact.
That would be disgusting. Yeah, alright, hold on, look at my ukulele.
Keep one off.
My black snake and my donkey keep the predators at bay. The coyotes and the copperheads stay well enough away. The power that protects me is a circle made of salt. But when you come to get me, I won't feel a thing at all. The vultures that surround me ride the thermals up on high. Yeah, ever since you found me, I'm afraid that I might die.
The scarab on my pillow whispers vespers as I sleep. You saved me from the sparrows, now my soul is yours to keep. Come morning we awaken to a garnet-colored sky. The morning cracked broken, making X's of my eyes. I can't turn away the darkness, so instead I hold you tight. Yeah, ever since you found me, I'm afraid that I might die.
Light the fire, sing the song. Hit the hi-hat, kick the drum. Secret language. Sorry, it's you.
Secret language on the tongue. Something wicked this way comes.
There's a light without any heat. It shines just for me, my love. It shines just for me.
There's a night without a moon. It comes just for you, my love. Comes just for you. There's a light.
My donkey keep the predators
without any heat.
Coyotes and the copperhead stay well enough away.
Shines just for me.
Power that protects me is a circle made of
Shines
stone.
just for
When
me.
you come to get me, I won't feel a thing.
There's a night
On my pillow whispers vespers as I
without a
sleep.
moon.
Now my soul is yours.
Comes just for you,
One and we
my
are
love.
making garnet colored sky.
Just for
Here
you.
cracked and broken, making X's of my eyes. Light the fire, sing a song. Hit the hi-hat, kick the drum.
The secret language on the tongue. Something wicked this way comes.
Heat haze on the highway, there's a shimmer in the air. Out on the horizon, there's a figure standing there.
Strange hallucinations as the sky is growing thin. From the corners of my vision, see the shadows closing in.
Is it just sleep deprivation or the ergot on the ride? Yeah, ever since you found me, I'm afraid that I might die.
Ever since you found me, I'm afraid that I might die.
Ever since you found me, I'm afraid that I might die.
Ever since you found me, I'm afraid that I might die.
Are you getting an echo? I forgot to put in my fancy Bluetooth headphone things that we purchased.
I'm not getting an echo, but I didn't hit.
Just this purpose.
I didn't hit the original sound, so who knows what was.
Nobody knows. It's like the Wild West over here. Justin in the comments called this a valiant effort, which is that is the kind of faint praise that damns. But I will take it. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you.
All right, but everything's gonna be better once I get this these headphones going. I think I turned them off. Oh God,
What's
it's
going to happen when you put those?
just a technical nightmare. It's just like when can we get back to just like the normal nightmares?
Just wait.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Here we go.
Mike Gawkins says, "Death is good. It's the fluffy bunny card you have to watch out for."
It's true, the fluffy bunny card because of that.
Yeah, I have one of those in here.
Oh yeah, you probably do in that animal
Just
spirit
wait.
deck.
Let's see what happens.
All right. Well, speaking of what happens, good people of the internet, if you have questions for us, I think you know what to do. You can just pop them into the comments, and we will do our valiant best to answer said questions, or to at least make something up that can assist you in your, you
It's all
know,
about valiance.
metaphysical explorations. Yeah, I mean, like, look, we're all trying here. We're doing our best under kind of extenuating circumstances. And, gosh, I just can't wait until we can be a little less valiant. But, it'll come. It'll come. Yeah, so just a reminder, if you have questions, we're here for you. But in the meantime, Jeff. Oh gosh, now the questions are rolling in. I think we could field a couple questions.
Oh yeah, I feel questions.
All right, let's see. Mike asks, what is that picture on the wall, Elia? And I'm not sure which picture you're talking about. That picture over there is a portrait of my husband, Phil, by the artist Swoon on a piece of wood. And this picture over here is a page from Anna Karenina with a woman watercolored on it, which was gifted to me by the ringmistress of the Bindlesday Family Circus, and I treasure it. That's a question for me. Here's a question for you, Jeff. Jeanette asks, if you could choose to have the power of flight or the power of invisibility, which would you choose and why? And I will add to this, there is a right and wrong answer to this question. It's a trick question.
I would choose the power of flight.
Obviously.
I have wings on my ankles, which is aspirational flight power. Yes, because being invisible is creepy. And
being invisible is creepy. Exactly.
Yeah, everyone wants to fly, and that is really good.
Yeah.
I love it.
Anne-Marie asks, do you select your own wardrobes? You look so great and often coordinate together.
Faint praise again?
What's that?
Is that a weird veiled praise?
Oh, like when my art teacher in high school asked, did you cut your own bangs?
Did your mother dress you?
I'm just trying to imagine, like, what a no answer to that question would involve. Like, if we don't select our own wardrobes, like who is dressing us? Who is dressing us? We do coordinate. It's true. We talk about what we're gonna wear more than I've ever talked with anyone else about what we're gonna wear since maybe like 8th or 9th grade, when my best friend and I had a lot of the same clothes, and she would get really mad if we showed up at school wearing the same thing and would refuse to walk next to me in the hallway. So yeah, that's like the last time I've talked to somebody so much about what are we wearing.
Yes, it's a lot of discussions. We have some of the same clothes. But
it's true. We have purchased some of the same clothes. Also, we know each other's wardrobes very well because we have traveled so much together. So if Jeff gets a new shirt or something, I'm like, what's that shirt? Is that new?
It's so true. It's so true. And we have a shorthand. Like, you're going to wear the thing with the thing and the black thing with the ruffle, and I'll wear...
the complicated shirt, and I'll wear the...
I'll wear the complicated...
Yeah, so I'm wearing... We're doing black and white tonight, obviously. And this dress is the dress that I wore when we shot the music video for our song Snake Bit. It has a sort of Grecian thing, and this over thing is it's like I think it's supposed to be a dress, but it doesn't really stay closed as much as you would like a dress to. It's like a very long lab coat like tuxedo shirt, and it's one of my favorite garments because it gives you that sort of elegant mad scientist, like, maybe you're going out somewhere fancy, maybe you need to do an experiment, like you're ready for any situation.
I'm wearing black, and with my pointy collar thing.
Do you have to take those off when you wash the shirt?
No, or I don't.
Do you wash the shirt?
Well, one question at a time.
All right, sorry. The people want to know about your socks also.
I know. That's what I want to show the good people. I just got these socks.
Ooh.
My friend Corinne Lyons, she sent them to my birthday.
Oh, they're really nice.
It's like a pastel candy world of dinosaurs.
I'm jealous. Totally jealous. All right. Well, that was a good talk about our clothes. And my mom got me this feather thing, and my friend Taryn got me these bird skull barrettes, which have appeared on the show before. All right. So I think you should play some music for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna give
Let's
you the
try
floor.
with this. Yeah, please. This is a cover song by the band called The Features. It's a sing-along. You could sing along at home, wherever you may be. Here we are. It's like we never, ever left the start. Time heals the wounds, but then there's still a scar to remind us of the way it's meant to be. Oh, sing a song, a melody of what has come and gone. Try to convince the choir to sing along. Here's to tomorrow or whatever gets you by. Here you go, sing along. Oh, la start. Time heals the wounds, but then there's still a scar to remind us of the way it's meant to be. Oh, sing a song, try to convince the choir to sing along. Now it's a memory of what has come and gone. Here's to tomorrow or whatever gets you by. Oh, la, 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 la. La 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 la. Oh la la la, sing along. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. He had a kazoo. Oh la la la. La 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 la. Oh, here we are. It's like we never ever left the start. Time heals the wounds, but then there's still a scar to remind us of the way it's meant to be. Oh, sing a song, a melody of what has come and gone. Try to convince the choir to sing along. Here's to tomorrow or whatever gets you by.
I had to sing along.
I asked you to.
It was like a compulsion. It was like I was being like puppeted.
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 Interesting.
But no more of that yet. We have a question from the audience.
Yes.
Brittany asks, I've been listening to Snakebit a lot recently, and I've wondered if you had an inspiration for making Eurydice intentionally cause Orpheus to turn around. This is an excellent question. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with the story, although I'm sure you all are, but just in case you missed this one, this is the story of Orpheus and Eurydice. Orpheus, in the story, he's a singer, and his girlfriend, Eurydice, gets bit by a snake, and she dies, and he goes down to the underworld to get her out, and he makes a bargain whereby he has to lead her out without ever looking back behind him. I guess everybody knows the story now because of Hadestown. And then at the last possible moment on the threshold, he turns and loses her. Yeah. And when we were rethinking how to tell this story, because we liked the story, but we wanted to like give it a different spin. I don't know. I don't remember like why it seemed like a good story about two people in trouble.
Yeah.
But in our version, Eurydice is like fine. She's like fine with being down there. Like she is like at peace with it. She is kind of like sick of this dude. He's so needy. It's like
he finally got away from this creep. Yet
he follows her like to the underworld. For God's sake.
What is she supposed to do?
Right. So at the last moment, she follows the deal.
Yeah. She didn't want to go up.
She was like, I'm so tired of this needy artist guy, this
like,
musician.
Here's my chance. This is my chance. Finally.
Yeah.
So that's our inspiration.
Yeah. There's something else we were going to talk about, but now I don't remember what it was. I guess.
Yeah.
What? You remember what it is?
I'm looking for it.
Oh, yes. That's what?
Just keep talking.
Okay. It's nice to see you all here.
I don't know. I don't know where it is. I can't find it.
It's like a little red envelope. Is it under something? If not, you can't find it.
It is.
Oh.
It is somewhere, but it's not.
Okay. All right. Well, if it turns up during the show, I
Yeah.
guess.
When you're doing your song, I'll look for it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Do a song.
All right. All right. I'll do a song. All right. This is a Sweet Sweet Bread song. Oh wait, no. This is a Magnetic Field song. Magnetic Field's big inspiration for me. Yeah. Let's cover. All right. Well, you've got a really long name. It won't fit on any forms. And you gave me all your mirrors. And they made me deformed. You're sending smoke signals. I know your secret code. And we travel in a plaid van. And we give our puppet shows. And we picnic in the winter. A maple syrup and snow. You're sending smoke signals. I know your secret code. And you made a Molotov cocktail. And you threw it on the ground. And it sent us flying. And now we're flying about. You're sending smoke signals. I know your secret code. You're sending smoke signals. I know your secret code.
Oh, I wasn't ready for you to be done. That was great.
Are you eating all of our cookies? I love those cookies. They're so good.
I couldn't find the thing, but I found the cookies.
All right. Well, at least you found something. Let's see. Tim asks, Jeff, the mustache is looking good. Have you ever had a long beard, goatee, long hair, mohawk? Sounds to me like the people want to hear about your hair.
The only goatee I've had is on this show. As I was preparing for my mustache, I grew a beard, then trimmed it down to a goatee, and that's the only time in my life I've had a goatee. I've never had a mohawk. I've had very long hair in high school and in my 20s. And I dyed my hair purple a few times, and a couple bright colors. And that's about it. That's the most exciting bits about my hair. But this is new. This is new to me, and I think we all know that this is new. We're all going through this together. I'm going to make some adjustments, but we'll talk about those later.
Yeah, we'll get to the let's not get ahead of ourselves. Now, we have a very exciting feature spot for you tonight. let's see, when was it? It was last fall, I think. We were on tour. We played the Black Cherry Puppet Theater in Baltimore. We played one of their Puppet Slam events. So it's a show where there'd be like a puppet act, and we were the musical guests. So we had to like sit kind of on the spot, like up in the front, and we would play a couple of songs in between when the puppet acts would go to give people time to like set and reset in between. And one of the acts really blew us away, and we made friends. And Matt McGee is an incredibly talented actor, puppet designer, puppet artist, and he has this really incredible show called How Possum Played Death, and he has very kindly agreed to perform it here on our show for all of you. He recently received a Jim Henson Foundation grant for his new show that he's working on, which is called Under the Sea with Dredgy McGee. And we are totally thrilled to be working on a couple of songs for that show in collaboration with Matt. So let's bring him on and introduce him to you. Hey Matt, why don't you turn on your video and come meet the nice people? Oh wait, I invited the wrong device to turn on the video.
Yeah,
here.
I saw that.
Yes. All right. Sorry. You can just ignore that. You can ignore it.
Hey.
Hi. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome.
Let me turn this request on my. So I've got this weird setup with the laptop and the phone, because one doesn't pick up the audio, but one's got good video. So hello.
Hello. Welcome everyone to Matt's world.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
So
very
where are
unique
you?
place to be in. What?
Where are you right now?
I'm in my living room.
Mm-hmm.
And what
Which
you see
is
behind you, let's see. Gotta make sure this is centered.
perfectly centered. But where in the world are you?
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? I live in Tacoma Park, Maryland, so not too far.
We like Tacoma Park. We've done some mixing and recording in Tacoma Park. So.
Mixing.
Yeah, mixing.
Yeah.
So this show that you're about to perform for everybody, how long has that been like in the works for you?
That's a good question. I think I had the idea several years ago. It was part of a bigger show of what I call like Tales from the Bayou, and I was trying to write these original folk tales that have the feeling of something historic, like old folk tales would, but are newer and something people haven't heard before. And there were some other story ideas that came about, and I had jotted down. And then one of them was just about this possum, and that was jotted down. It was a short story. But then I think about 3 years ago, a little over 3 years ago, I was in a show. I had a lot of downtime, so I invested in a laptop and in the dressing room started like writing some scripts out. And I wrote the script for this one, and because it was going to be all puppets and the others were going to be like actors and stuff, I just wrote it, had the script, and thought, hey, I got this short story written down. And then several months later, I got an email about a puppet slam they were going to be hosting in Tacoma Park. And I thought, I've never done a puppet slam. I've always wanted to, but I've never had an idea of a short piece. And then I thought, well, I've got this script. So that gave me the deadline and the impetus to start developing it. And when I first did it, it wasn't even finished. The set did not look like this. The puppets weren't even done. And I hadn't even I had the script backstage and was like looking at it and stuff. So it was pretty ridiculous. But the response of people liked the story itself, and I thought, okay. So after that, I kept polishing it up and getting more rehearsed. And then last summer, I got to take it to the National Puppeteers of America Festival and perform it at their National Slam, and that was pretty cool. So it's evolved, but the story was always there. It's just sort of been.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Matt, we seem to have lost your audio. Yep. You want to leave and come back? I can do a little. Oh,
There
you're
you
back.
are. There you are.
Okay.
It's because I'm hearing it on my laptop and it's getting a weak signal. So goody.
Okay. Goody.
All right.
Well, I thank you so much for telling us about like the sort of history behind this thing that you're about to show us, because I feel like like even for myself, like so much of the time you see only like the polished final product that comes out of a long process like this. And I think it's just so incredibly valuable and exciting to hear about like the process of iteration that so many artists do, that you start with an idea and then like you make it better and you make it better and you make it better, and eventually it becomes the like perfect looking thing that people can see.
Yeah, so the puppets have evolved a lot. Things got updated every iteration I did. Even the one you saw, I think the puppets was different the year before. So it's always little tweaks to make. But
cool. Well, should we let people see it?
sure.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed, all the technical aspects go. Could you hit the lights? My lovely wife is behind the scenes. She's gonna start the audio.
All right, we're gonna give you the floor.
Okay.
Yeah. Everyone pay attention now.
Everyone focus.
All right.
Yeah. Oh. No. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Great. That's all I care about. And you can see me.
Yeah, we can see you.
All right. Here we go. Yep. Oh, shoot. Oh.
He's disappeared.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Everything's good. Everything's good.
This is the kind of theater magic that not everybody gets to see.
That's right.
Aha.
Aha.
That's what I was looking for. Now, as far as I can reckon, most creatures on this earth don't like to think about dying. Well, except for one. Yes, sir, old Possum considered dying a form of high art. Wherever crowds were gathered, he'd pretend to die, and then would just giggle with glee at their mortified reactions. Some critters would say, "You best be careful, old Possum. One of these days, death will come knocking at your door, and then you'll be sorry." I'd like to see him try. Why, I'm so good at playing dead, I bet I could fool even Death himself. Them's bold words for a cocky critter. Soon that became his motto. I'm so good at playing dead, I can fool even Death himself. Well, didn't take long before Death's ears started itching. So one day, while Possum was hanging about in the swamp, planning his next performance, morning there, Possum. Oh, morning, stranger. Stranger? Don't you recognize me? Can't say that I do, friend. Ah, there it is. Friend. You've been spitting words about me so often I assumed we was old pals. Sorry there, buddy. I ain't never seen you before in my life. Most people don't. That's generally how I like to keep it, but for you, I'll make an exception. What are you talking about? Wait, now you're catching on, friend. Word in the swamp is you think you can fool me. You're dead? In the flesh? Well, sort of. well, it's true. I'm so good at playing dead, I bet I can fool even you. No, friend. I always know the difference. But I'll tell you what. You think you're so good, I'll let you off the hook. You fool me, I'll let you live forever. Immortality. For playing dead so well you fool even Death himself, well, that was too tempting to resist. So, old Possum set to work, plotting his greatest performance yet, until one day, "Hey, Death, watch this." But Death merely said, "You're not dead." Dang it. Well, that wasn't going to stop him from trying again. So after days and days of plotting and planning, oh, I'm slipping. Wow! And with that, he died. Not dead. Dang it! Well, this went on for months. After some time, Death went and started getting annoyed by old Possum. That's it. I'm getting annoyed, old Possum. Follow me. Where are we going? Just stay close. Now, Death led old Possum down a dark and twisted path in the swamp. This is what dying really looks like. Observe. Please, help me. I'm sorry. That's not what I'm supposed to do. But I don't. I know. What happened? Follow me. Oh, okay, here we go. Whoa! That is how you die. Well, Possum's mind was now racing with new ways to fool Death. Possum, what was that? Oh, lead me, oh Death, for I am now dead. For reals. You're not dead. Dagnabbit. It went on like this. Possum reckoned what he needed was more fodder for his fatal fantasies, so he grabbed a notepad and started following Death as he went about his work. Now, first, Death was amused at the little critter following him about, but this generally turned to annoyance again. But everywhere Death went, there was Possum taking notes. Please, I'm not ready. I know, but here we are. I'm scared. You'll be fine. I'm sorry. Who is that? Pay him no mind. He's just a sicko. Oh, okay. Possum's notebook was almost full. His pages bustling with all the morbid tales of mortality. He knew he was finally close to figuring out how to fool Death. Until one day, he cast his eyes on what would be the last demonstration of his education. Now, Death comes to all, and that's the truth. Most often, he prefers visiting the weathered and aged. Sometimes he has to make quick stops to those who fall prey to fatal accidents or just fall prey to predators. But occasionally, and regrettably, even to Death himself, he has to pay a visit to those whose appointment with him should have been many, many years away.
I'm gonna miss them.
I know. And they'll miss you too. But don't worry. It won't be long until they'll be holding you again soon.
Well, really?
Well, sure. You're talking to me, ain't you?
Yeah.
Which means you're somewhere, right?
Well, I guess so.
So if you're somewhere instead of nowhere, and it's only a matter of time until...
Matt, we lost your audio.
How it goes. They can't see what I see, can they? Afraid not. That's what you get for sticking with me. Come on, then. All the studies of life and death amount to nothing if it doesn't lead to. I'm sorry for your loss.
Hey, Matt, your sound just dropped out again. Matt.
Death-defying critter.
Okay.
Loneliness. So, one day, old possum decided to pay. Old Death decided to pay a visit to the old mischief maker. Possum, you in here? Death? Is that you? Of course it is. Where you been? Thought I'd give the Death Watching a rest for a while. Too tired anyhow. Oh yeah? How come? Oh, I think I'm dying. Sure you are, Possum. You ain't gonna fool me this time. But I ain't fooling no more. I wanted to apologize for always playing dead. I know it's not something to be toying with. Making restitution. Classic deathbed tactic. But I done told ya, I ain't. Possum. Here we go again. Look, your ghost costume has improved. And switching the body with where you were in bed, that's a nice touch. But I told you already, I ain't. Wait a minute. Pumpernickel, you got me, Death. Of course I did. I always know the difference. I can't believe it. I did it. I done fooled you. What? I really am dead. See for yourself. Well, I'll be battered and fried. All I had to do was die. Don't know the difference after all. I sure fooled you good. Fine. You win. I can't believe I'm doing this. Whoa. There. You happy now? Now you never have to see me again. Wait, let me come with you. What? Let me come with you. If I get to live forever, you're the only one that got to keep me company. I could be like your assistant. Death doesn't need an assistant. Then your friend. I suppose this job does get kind of lonely. And since no one else can see you or what you see except me, I could be like a spokesperson for those who have to leave loved ones behind. So they don't have to be as sad. Death's comforter, eh? Yeah. Well, come on, then. From that day on, old Possum became the sidekick to Death himself. Now, whenever Death has to come and pay a visit, there's old Possum, comforting those left behind. And rest assured, he never played dead again.
Matt, that was amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, it was so beautiful. I teared up with the baby rabbit, even though I knew it was coming. It's just so beautiful.
Thanks.
Yeah, that owl also is very touching.
The owl?
The owl got me. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it sounds like the owl got a lot of people. There are a lot of
Really?
very enthusiastic comments going on while you were doing that.
I'll have to look at them.
Yeah, you can look at them afterwards. I'm looking through to see if anybody has any questions for you. But yeah, there's a poor old owl. Somebody says, Brittany, who said, all right, this is cool. You'll like this. She says, so fun. My mom was a puppeteer. She would have really enjoyed this and appreciated the work that went into such an intricate one-person production. I do too, but she would have more knowledgeably.
Thank you.
And then later on, Brittany added, the switches between different types of puppetry in the show are handled so smoothly and it's all organized so effectively. I'm really liking this. Yeah.
I'll be battered and fried.
I'll be battered and fried.
Use that all the time now.
Yep.
So beautiful. So what's next for you? What are you working on now?
Well, luckily, I mean, you know, being a theater worker, all theater is shut down till at least next year. I mean, most theater companies aren't even looking towards to do anything until 2021. And I don't work with any particular theater. I'm a freelance actor and designer and stuff. But luckily, despite the like loss of so much work, there are some theaters that are still trying to develop new works for next year. And so I've had some jobs in that realm, like doing Zoom production meetings or sort of development meetings as a puppeteer and puppet designer, and bringing in some like ideas and thoughts to the table. So that's kind of what one of the things I'm working on right now. I'm also helping design and build some puppets for a short film that we're trying to figure out how to film right now. That is part of Heather Henson's Handmade Puppet Dreams series. You can check them out on Amazon.
Cool.
Prime, they have a lot of their puppet short films. So if you need to get your puppet fix, and if this got your taste buds tingling and you want some more, you can go find some more on Amazon Prime. There's a lot of cool, unique, very different experimental type short film puppet films that are on the Handmade Puppet Dreams series. So doing some puppets for that, and as you mentioned, developing my own Under the Sea show, which is very exciting, and lots of cool opportunities and potential there that I'm super excited about, and wish I could just afford to spend all my time focused on that. But I'm excited to have you two involved.
We are very excited to be involved. Yeah.
Very happy about this. Yeah.
So all of you out there watching, follow Matt on all his channels. We've shared his links in the comments. Like, keep an eye on what he's doing, and eventually you'll get to see our exciting collaboration.
Yeah,
according to plan.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And if any others of you out there are puppet folks, puppet artists, puppet people, I suspect there are a few of you out in the comments. Just like, give a shout out, because it's nice to like let the puppet people know who else is in their world.
Get out of the bushes.
Yeah, come out. Don't be afraid.
I'm a puppet person.
I'm definitely not a puppet.
I'm a puppeteer.
Yeah, and if you're a puppet, like, don't be shy.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong. Yeah, get somebody to raise your hand.
I'm a puppet.
Awesome. Well, I think we're gonna play a few more songs for these nice people out there. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Just for my own sake, I am so glad to get to see that again.
Oh,
we're super happy about this. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me on board. So
thank you. All right.
Talk to you two later.
We'll be in touch.
Yes. Talk to you later.
Bye.
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 Oh, that was fun. We've been so lucky in our guests on this show. I mean,
no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. What's up next? What are we doing? I don't even know what's happening now with the show. So.
Well, I was gonna play another song. I thought,
yes, please.
Because that's kind of
someone's got to.
Thing. Someone's got to. Yeah, this is
appropriate too.
Yeah, I think it's kind of appropriate. This is a song called "You're Gonna Miss Me When I'm Gone." It's an old Sweet Soubrette song.
Is there a kazoo part for me in this one?
No, there's a violin solo, but I have your musical saw, so I don't know what you're gonna do.
I'll just hum along.
Yeah, okay. Just quietly with your mic off.
Oh no.
I mean.
Woo!
Okay. You're Gonna Miss Me When I'm Gone was never on any Sweet Soubrette album. I ended up releasing it as a kind of twofer. My ex-boyfriend at the time always hated when I played this one. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. In the end, it'll make such a beautiful song. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Start out right, love, end up wrong. Start out right, love, end up wrong. In the end, just the ache of that beautiful song. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. At the end of the day, gonna weep, gonna pray. At the end of the year, gonna wait in your tears. Bed is empty, night is long. Bed so empty, night so long. In the end, it'll break into beautiful song. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
Oh,
So let that be a lesson, a warning to all of you.
it's true. It's true. I will miss you. Yes. Yes.
What? Did you find the thing?
I haven't found the thing. I think you have it.
Do I?
In your bag.
You think I have it? You think I put it back in my purse? It's possible.
Mm-hmm.
No. Oh, yeah, I did.
No,
It was in my purse all along. How did you know?
I knew.
All right, so we just want to show this to you. Our friend Marcia sent us the most amazing mail art. Check it out.
That's MAIL art. Oh, yeah.
It's like a little pop-up, and then it's our heads and snacks. Marcia, how did you know our fondness for snacks? It must be because we talk about snacks a lot.
Constantly.
Anyway, thank you, Marcia. We love it, and you, and it totally made our day. If anybody else wants to send us mail art, you know, we like it. It's cool. Send each other mail art. Mail art's the best. Or just mail, postcards. Like, let's keep that USPS going, folks, because
Seriously.
we're doing our part. Thanks to you all. Oh, what a nice moment to segue into a little merch pitch. This is a donation-based show, as we've mentioned here. I'm gonna do the fancy thing. Wait, Jeff, turn off your camera for a second. I know it's like gets less fancy the more I talk about it. All right, now I have to go to the other app. See, you're just seeing all the operate. All right, behold the donation screen.
Look at that eye.
That eye is really nice. I know you made
the eye. Gaze into that eye. And
you made that eye. I know, it's really nice. So that last link is our Bandcamp page where you can buy merch from us, and you can come back now. I'm gonna show off a couple of my favorite new merch items.
look at this. This is our newest sheet music for.
Oh, that's what I was looking for. All right, I should have just let you do it. All right, so that's the one I was gonna show them because it's so beautiful. Our new sheet music.
Yes, with lovely cover art by Jeff Ritchie and awesome notes by Ellie and I.
Yeah, notes, lots of notes.
And
some would say too many notes, but I don't think it's too many.
But yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah. And Bandcamp for Juneteenth, any merch you buy today on Bandcamp is donating their revenue share to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. It's like one of the arms of that exceptionally effective organization.
Yeah.
So we definitely encourage you to buy our merch all the time, but especially today. And that would be a great way to support not only the show but also social justice efforts.
Truly.
All right, and thus concludes the merch pitch. Although we have lots of other cool stuff there too. Like I said, it's not really over. There's stickers, and we've got vinyl records and T-shirts and bandanas and other stuff. So
yeah, and music.
And music. You can download music or CDs or there's lots of stuff. Yeah. All right. So there's that.
We're getting some more. What are we getting more of? Oh,
bandanas.
Bandanas.
We're getting them in a new color. It's not black. It's a different color.
It's different.
Oh, Caitlin asks, can the sheet music be played by the violin? Well, what the sheet music has, it's got the vocal melodies and it's got the chord changes. So it kind of depends on what kind of violinist you are. But certainly the sheet music would guide you in playing the violin, and certainly it would give you
chords.
Melodies. Yeah, the chords, but also the melody. I mean, like you could like play the violin as a melody.
And if you don't like people singing and you just want to play the melody instead of hearing us sing, or hearing someone sing the words.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, no, it's got the chord diagrams for ukulele and guitar, but like it tells you what they are. So, any instrument can use the sheet music. We feel strongly about this. All right. There's some other, I think it's finally time
for
the mustache report.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah, here. Let's give them a really good view of that here. I'm going to spotlight you so they can really see it. Yeah.
Here it is. So I've made my own mustache wax out of the wax of bees and some other woodsy elements and smells and unguents. And I've trimmed it down here. I would like to ask people if, I think we'd be asking if I should trim it down some more. What do you think?
I think I'm going to spotlight you again so they can really see what it looks like.
I'm just going to throw my opinion out there. I think.
Yeah. Matt, why don't you come back on? Turn your camera back on.
Come on in.
Yeah, come on in.
I mean, should I?
Turn which camera back on? Because you have to.
I mean, whatever. Either camera.
Yeah, whatever. I could trim the top and make it thinner. Keep this going.
Yeah, I think it's good. I've done that before.
Yeah, tell me.
Done the mustache, and I've had it to where it gets long in the corners, and I can wax it until it has the perfect little curlicues. Which at the time, like, I couldn't do that until maybe 6 or 7 years ago. And when I first discovered I could, I was so elated because I thought I'll never have that type of mustache, that type of facial hair, and I could. And then found out my wife, it's the one thing, she doesn't mind the beard, she doesn't mind the facial hair, but she doesn't like the nice twisted mustache. So,
true.
Yeah. So you can live vicariously through Jeff.
Yeah, well, I get away with it when I'm in a show that requires me to do it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm in a show that requires me to do it.
Exactly.
Everyone's depending on me.
I think it looks good.
Oh, thank you, Matt.
We have a couple comments from the Peanut Gallery. Jim says it's majestic. Jim also says a little off the top. Carol says trim the nose. I'm not sure what that means.
Trim the nose.
My nose. That's what it says.
Take it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trim under the nose, perhaps. That's probably it.
Oh yeah, Karen says thinner is more your style, a bit away from your nose. And Sarah says, please don't do the Salvador Dali. So it's a lot of opinions. You can just...
Okay.
All right.
Well, next week I will have something done that you.
Hey, an incentive for people to return.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Matt, for weighing in on this important issue.
You're welcome. I know it was my opinions were vital. So
vital.
Experience is appreciated.
Thank you. All right, we're gonna banish you again, though.
Please banish me to exile.
Excellent.
All right. Well, all right. I think we're closing in on the destination. But it's not about the destination. Have you heard about that? That it's not about the destination?
It's about what we're drinking, I think. What are we drinking? What are you
drinking? Lemon ginger tea. It's like I've got a little scratchy throat. I'm hoping it's not the plague. But what's that? Tell us about that.
Is it blood? No. It is my red punch in celebration of Juneteenth. It is got all sorts of good things in it. It's got strawberry puree, ginger beer, whiskey.
Ginger and ginger beer.
Yes. What? Unthinkable at one point. And some other fruits and hibiscus. So it is delicious. And I recommend everyone drinking some sort of red punch today.
It looks very delicious. I will make some hibiscus tea next. That'll be the next thing.
Oh, there's big chunks of ginger. Excuse me.
All right. Well, I think it's time to draw the unicorn oracle card to give us a sense of where we're heading into this future week.
Okay.
Before we do our big grand finale, our big trick.
I have the oracles cards. Where are you in this? Is this here?
Oh, where am I? I am
here.
I'm
to here.
yeah, I'm there. I'm here.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. I'm picking this. No. Yeah.
This.
Yeah, that one. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm not going to be able to read this. It's so small. All right. Discernment.
Wait, I have to see if I can make that face.
I can make that unicorn face.
Okay, discernment. Tell us about discernment.
Discernment. It says, all is not what it seems. Stay true to your knowing. Keep your dreams a secret.
Oh, that's great. Keep your dreams a secret. Nobody wants to hear about your dreams. It's boring.
That shit is boring. So true. This is some.
I love that though. Keep your dreams a secret, like, because it's like powerful. Keep your dreams a secret because people might use them against you.
But how does that relate to discernment?
It doesn't. Maybe you need to draw an animal totem spirit or animal card to help us figure this out.
You want to pick? That's what I'm doing it for.
Yeah. This. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, that one looks good. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Dragonfly spirit. Look at that.
Okay. What's the motto?
Truth transcends illusion.
Okay. I feel like that crossed with keep your dreams a secret. Truth transcends illusion. What that says to me is you can keep your dreams a secret, but people will find out anyway.
That's right. You must use discernment to be able to tell illusion from dreams.
That's very deep.
I'm glad we've done this. I feel good.
I feel better. All right, discernment, dragonfly. It's been a wild ride tonight. You know what I mean?
Sure has.
It's wild. Thank you all so much for tuning in to our show tonight. We love playing for you and getting to talk about some of our passions. And we've got one more song left for you before we let you go into the night.
Oh yes, I'll need this. You start this one? I forget.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that seems right.
Oh, I'll put it in my original sound.
Me too. run. The devil can't hide in the tiny details or the morning sky. The devil's a star, and he's got a new band. He plays the guitar with his idle hands.
The devil is bored in the deep blue sea. He's got my number and he's calling me. The devil's the sun and the thug of old times, when he had his wings and I had mine.
Take it from me, 'cause I ought to know. You got a right to get in trouble. Freedom to rise.
What?
Freedom to rise.
Oh yeah. Freedom to ride and freedom to fall. You got a right to get in trouble.
The devil you love is the devil you knew. The devil you know is an empty suit. Nobody to tempt and nobody to save. Just predestination and DNA.
The devil can't help, though the devil may care. The devil makes three when we're standing here. The devil can deal any hand you choose. Damned if you don't, damned if you do.
Take it from me, 'cause I ought to know. You got a right to get in trouble.
Freedom to rise and freedom to fall. You got a right to get in trouble.
The devil's at work and he's gotta stay late. Heaven's a nightmare and hell can wait.
All the red tape, oh, what's it all for? Nothing makes sense to him anymore. Bum,
Bum
bum,
bum 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 bum
bum,
bum
bum,
bum 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 bum
bum,
bum
bum,
bum bum
bum,
bum
bum,
bum bum bum
bum,
bum
bum.
bum 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 bum. One of these days, when it all goes black, he'll take a vacation and not come back.
Lie on the beach and work on his tan. Write all our names on a grain of sand.
Take it from me, 'cause I ought to know. You got a right to get in trouble.
Freedom to rise and freedom to fall. You got a right to get in trouble.
You got a right to get in trouble.
You got a right to get in trouble.
You got a right to get in trouble. Thank you, everybody. That's our show. We love you. We will see you next week. Thank you once again for tuning in. Let's bring Matt McGee back up here for the curtain call. Matt McGee, we summon you. We summon you.
Summon me.
We've summoned you.
Which one should I? Oh.
It doesn't matter. All.
Okay.
Here we are. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Henge Person Dan, for joining us behind the scenes. Thank you to all of you for tuning in. We love you. Be safe. We will see you in the future.
Bye.
don't know if they are done or if they check back in afterwards.